Drive. Nicolas Winding Refn's breakout action thriller that put him on everyone's radar back in 2011. But that was before a small setback titled Only God Forgives. Drive was to me a film that came out of left field. It was billed as a Fast and Furious style race car movie, with little more to it than well choreographed car chases. But Drive only featured 2 of those. And in actuality, the film was about 2 main characters and their struggle to escape external forces. Irene is the damsel in distress, married to an ex-con played by Poe Dameron. And the unnamed driver, an aloof wheelman who doesn't speak, and doesn't like to be interrupted while he eats pie.
How about this? Shut your mouth, or I'll kick your teeth down your throat and I'll shut it for you.
So Drive was actually a Trojan horse, sort of a well-disguised art film with more cinematic finesse, poignant writing, and storytelling than what was originally sold to audiences. And this brings me to the scene in question, the elevator scene. Not necessarily this particular part, but what comes before that. We're going to jump back a bit because one thing I'd like to point out is the way the elevator is tied to the relationship between the driver and Irene. It is central, not just to the scene where these 2 characters first share the screen, but the next 2 times they do as well. Mr. Refn made a point to place it in the middle of these characters whenever possible, defining their relationship like that first scene, where the elevator doors show us exactly who they are. Irene is the girl the driver can't quite have, and of course the driver himself is alone and shut away from everything around him. Now back to the other elevator scene. You know, the last time Irene and the driver share the screen. You see what I mean. This is my standout moment in the film. The driver walks into that elevator and he knows this will probably be their last interaction, but it's not until he sees the gun in Soprano's pocket that he truly understands. Here's where the scene really becomes special. The driver sees the gun and knows exactly what will happen, and he knows that once it does, Irene will never look at him the same way, and that this will be their only chance to be together, if only for a moment. The scene portrays this beautifully as the lights go down and create a vignette around the 2 of them. Almost like a Broadway show, when the spotlight falls on a character and nothing else around them exists. It's just the 2 of them, together in this moment until the lights come up. And, well, the sequence plays like a microcosm of the entire film. The 2 characters are struggling together to escape the forces around them, and then there's their inevitable spiral into disaster. Their kiss representing their time alone at the start of the film before reality sets in. Standard returns and sparks the tragedy that follows. Represented here in the elevator by Nino's looming would-be assassin whom the driver is forced to kill. The interaction between the driver and Irene here, while perhaps overshadowed by the end of the sequence, encapsulates what to me is at the heart of Drive, a struggle to escape this inevitable situation that has the 2 of them trapped. But I like to think that for a moment they do, in this scene not talked about.